This video contains spoilers for the first few hours of the game. Dying Light 2 came out over a year ago on February 4th, 2022 and is one of my favourite games. It is an open world game with a variety of weapons, one of the best looking open worlds I've ever seen, and parkour. In this video I will show you what I enjoy about the game and what could be improved in the future.
We got company.
So the game starts with you meeting Spike, who you haven't seen in years. This is the tutorial section and will teach you the basics of parkour and how to make the best chamomile tea you will ever drink.
Yeah, this'll do.
Spike then takes you to this abandoned house where you get scared by some rats, and he says, "I think it's time we parted ways." But... So you go and sit up on the roof with Spike, where he gives you a weapon and some directions to get to Villedor. Once you leave the mansion, you will enter the second phase of the tutorial where you are taught about all the different abilities. In this game, you have two skill trees, one for parkour, one for combat. The more you level up each, the more options you have for playing the game. For example, you can get a drop kick from the combat skill tree and wall running from the parkour one. I think this system is very good and doesn't really need changing, but I do want more parkour abilities because they are my favourite part of the game. So we need to contact someone in Villedor. They might know how I can get past the giant walls surrounding the city, but as I'm setting up the radio to contact them... So this is the first fight against something that isn't a regular zombie. Banshee jumps around the battlefield until you're distracted fighting the other zombies, and then it uses an unblockable attack where it launches itself at you. With the power back on, I can finally call the mystery contact in Villedor. He tells me that there is a tunnel that will lead into the city and it should be safe to travel through, but unfortunately, they were wrong. Are you okay?
We have to move. Resist it. It'll pass. Just stay strong.
So you are now infected with the zombie virus and are stuck in the sewers. You look around for a bit until you find some bandits. What do you want? I'm lost. Do you know where the exit is? Aiden, you need to take this.
What is this?
Have you heard of the hit game Among Us? Why? Because you need to vent, Aiden. The imposter is coming.
Why did you betray me? You leave me no choice, my friend. Someone's here.
Time to go. So you run away from Walt until you find yourself at this ladder which leads into the city. Who are you? This is where we meet Hakon. He takes you back to his house so he can help you, but you nearly turn into a zombie, so...
We need to get you a biomarker, so come with me.
What's a biomarker? So you've finally made it to Villedor, and wow, this is definitely one of the best looking open worlds to come out in the last few years. But sadly you can't explore it yet because Hakon needs you to get a biomarker first. And before he can do that, he needs to show you where you can find the ingredients to make that chamomile tea I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But before Hakon can show you more...
We need to get to the bazaar, or otherwise, you'll turn.
So you quickly run to the bazaar to take cover, but they don't let you in because you don't have a biomarker. Luckily for you, the light outside the door should keep the zombies away. So you need to run. Hakon knows somewhere where you can go, but the hordes of zombies are between us and their house. Now this mission is used to show how dangerous the night is, but there is one problem. It's pretty easy. So Hakon's friend finally answers his door and lets you wait there until Hakon has found out where to find a biomarker. When you wake up, you get a message saying that Hakon has discovered that there are biomarkers at the abandoned hospital.
Biomarkers are at the GRE hospital.
He says it will be best to do this mission at night because most of the zombies will be outside of the building instead of inside. This would be fine if all the zombies didn't just stay in one big group right outside the entrance. So when you finally get into the hospital, you and Hakon look for the biomarkers. But before you can find one...
Are you okay, Aiden?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Look for another way up. I'll wait here.
So you go to leave the elevator, but before you can... But before it can find you, its mum calls it for dinner. When you find Hakon again, he has a biomarker ready for you.
I'm infected, but good to go.
I'm sorry about this.
Sorry about what?
I christen you a citizen of Villedor.
You need to get into the sunlight
Get into the
now.
night fast!
Now that we have finished the opening of the game and have unlocked the open world, I think it's time to end the video. But first, let me quickly talk about what I think could be changed about this opening. I think that it does a good job introducing the player to the world, but I think that they really need to make the night mission more dangerous because it was so easy.